hey there, hi there, ho there. What's up, guys? It's your boy Burchy, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have the Apex Legends Battle Pass trailer. I'm gonna play that and break that down. Then right after, I'm gonna go over the patch notes. I literally just got done watching the dev stream, so I got to see a little bit of the changes this season, a little bit of the patch notes, and dude, I'm stoked. This season should probably feel the freshest the game has felt in a long time. And you know, I'm just excited. So let's get it going. Let's watch this Battle Pass trailer. I haven't watched it yet, so this is the first time I'm looking at it. And then we'll go over the full patch notes right after. So let's get into it.
Wake up!
Don't kill yourself over this. I'm already doing that. I'm just so bloody happy.
Bro, I can't wait to play as her.
Show the Outlands what you're made of in our all-new Battle Pass. Jam-packed with all the usual
Dude, these
goodies.
skins look so sick. These are probably my favorite skins in a Battle Pass yet.
Full throttle with Pathfinder and the Roll Cage Sentinel.
You tried, and that's all that matters.
Or if you've got a score to settle, unleash the Road Warrior and go supersonic on your enemies. This season also brings a new way for Legends to leave their mark in the arena. Introducing our all-new
Bro.
These deployable markers
Bro.
are the ultimate way to show who's king of the ring.
Sorry, did I confuse you?
And as always, Legends can trick out
Let's
their
go.
experience with new music packs, loading screens, banners, gun charms, and a new batch of tricked out skydive emotes.
Victory is delicious.
So gear up and bring the swag.
Another voice.
Only with the Season 6 Battle Pass.
You fought with honor. May you ride with the gods.
Oh man, let's go. Alright, not too much to break down, just pretty much showing off the skins. But yo, these hollow sprays, those are a game changer. Every other game every other game out there, every other shooter, they have the wall spray paint. And this is a great way the devs have gotten creative and like up the ante. This is so much better than spraying something on the wall. It's way more noticeable. It's out in the open. Bro, like, and you get to throw these down right after instead of teabagging. Like, dude, that's just hilarious. Dude, these are so cool. Looking for me. That's great. Not me, it's you. I love Loba, but her voice lines are some of the worst. She's pretty boring for a character. She has like that vibe, that edge to her, but her actual, like, what she says is kind of Slatra, and victory. Respect the uniform. Okay. Of course, Bangler coming in all corny. What else we got here? Alright, something else that I noticed.
Packs, loading screens, banners, gun charms, and a new batch of tricked out skydive emotes.
See where it is.
Victory is delicious.
So gear
Right here. Look at that. That's a Mozam. That's 4 bullets right there on that gun. Bro, Mozam buff. Because, like, let's all be honest. Mozam is not a bad gun. It's super accurate for a shotty. It's kind of like a shotty version of a wingman. The only problem is it never has enough bullets in it until you have to reload. You get 4 of those bad boys, you still can't finish anybody if you hit all your shots. Unless they have like a small evo. But like, dude, 45, 45, 45. That's 190 you can now do. 180? 180 you can now do. Math is hard. Yeah. So a little buff for the Mozam. I'm all for it. Hopefully they buff the P2022. Because these guns are fun to use. They're just so underpowered. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I didn't really see anything else.
only with the season.
The gods.
I mean, these skins look dope. Oh. Super excited about that. Let's go right into the patch notes, though. Super excited to get into this. See what meta changes we have. So we have a World's Edge update. We already know about that. We got to see the rocket on the dev stream. New Vault SMG. See what they say. The first energy-based SMG to see regular use in the frontier, the Vault allows its operators to fire a salvo of energy-based ammunition, decrease drag, and making it possible to hit multiple targets within a short window. Multiple targets. Maybe. So what I saw on the dev stream is this gun is basically super accurate, and it's a little bit longer range than the Prowler and the 9.9, so it's going to be more like an AR, but it's going to have the mobility ADS of SMG. So it's kind of like a mix between an SMG and an assault rifle, but I don't think it's gonna be super high DPS. I think it's gonna be more of a in between, kind of like an alternator. A little, I probably say a little bit more powerful than what an alternator is. So like alternator, you can shoot at mid range. You can still, it's decent up close. Kind of has a crafting system. So this was interesting, man. When I watched the dev stream, this is a huge change. So basically, what we're gonna get into right here in the armor meta is every shield other than the gold shield is now an Evo. So you're still gonna find, your basic shields on the ground. You're gonna find blue shields on the ground, and purples on the ground. But you still have to. They're all Evos now, so you can still upgrade them to red. And also, what they did is they changed the shields from, red is no longer 225. It's now 200. Purple is 175. Blue is still 150, and white is still 125. Well, it's dropped down to. What was white shields? White shields before were 150. So we all know RNG gods are not always in your favor. With Season 6, we are introducing a crafting system. Find materials throughout the map, Viva loot bins and material stations, then take these to a replicator. In the replicator, you'll find 8 different pieces of loot that you can craft. Some of this loot rotates on a weekly or daily basis, but you'll always be able to see what is currently craftable in game mode selector or the map screen. That's cool. So the materials you collect are actually usually close by to these systems. So basically, if you're in an area and you have to fight a team, afterwards you can collect, during or after, you can collect the materials that are close by, and then you get to go to these bins and craft what you want. So the reason they made these crafting systems, in my opinion, is with the new Evo shields, obviously that gives an advantage to aggressive teams who fight right off the hop. So they wanted to create a way for passive players and guys that like to loot and stand on the outside and wait for the final circle, a way to keep up with loot in terms of finding enough shields. So if you don't find a purple or blue Evo shield, you still can upgrade your Evo shields through the crafting bins. So that's, I think, one of the biggest reasons they added the crafting system, to give passive players the ability to keep up, so they can have good enough armor for the final circle and the attachments. Because, like they said in the dev stream, the best way to find loot has always been to kill other teams and take their loot, because you're literally doubling the amount of loot you just looted up in an area. So let's get into it, the armor meta. Yeah, basically what I just said. All armors are now Evo armors. Is another interesting change is that players spawn with level 0 Evo armor. So out of that jump, you have armor on you, but it's just at 0. So you have to level it up to 125, then the blue to which is 150. Oh, blue is yeah. I'm sorry, I was looking at the damage requirements down here. It says damage to white is 50. Damage to get to blue is 125. So literally you can get to blue by killing basically one or two people. Damage to purple is 250 and damage red is 500. I think what a big thing here is too that they finally took away the 225, because man, you put a 225 on a Gibby, especially with that gun shield. Gibby was so hard to kill, so it's good to see that. It's gonna bring down this Gibby tank ability a little bit, and it's the time to kill will be a little bit easier. It was a little bit obnoxious trying to take out people that had red Evos. Hollow sprays, man, these look so cool. I can't wait to use those. That's gonna be so dope to drop those after you kill somebody, or even like say somebody's chasing you, right? You could drop one of those down and throw them off real quick, or you could just mess with somebody. There's a lot of trolling that you could do with these hollow sprays. Getting into battle pass. What do we got here? So the Reactive G7 skin, bro. I can't wait for that, dude. As you guys know, if you guys watch me play my gameplay or my streams, I'm a big fan of the G7. I use it a lot. I haven't used it as much lately, but I've always used it in ranked, and I'm pretty nasty with the G7. So to see the G7 to get some love with a reactive skin, I can't wait to. I'll definitely be using a lot of G7 this season. Another big thing I saw in the devs stream, which are mentioned right here in the quest, there's no more PvE mode. Let's be honest, those things were boring. After the first couple of them, they were just the same thing in different locations. So I'm glad to see those go away, and no longer is it just going to be like text that we read for the lore. It's going to be illustrated comics. I think that is a beautiful touch for this game. It's going to be really fun to, because these characters have a comic book feel as it is. They're so animated. They're not completely cartoony like a Fortnite game, but they definitely have a cartoon feel to them while you're playing as them. So it's cool to see them make this switch to explain the lore through comics. So now you just collect those treasure packs, and every time you do, it allows you to unlock that week's lore, that comic strip, basically. All right, let's get into the legends for the meta. Meta. This patch, we're taking a look at Recon class. A class built around information gathering should be powerful in a BR. Knowing where the enemy is often the difference between life and death. But out of the 3 legends in the Recon class, Pathfinder, Crypto, and Bloodhound, one dominates in terms of in-game performance. It's the robot. The robot dominates. I don't know about that. In terms of Recon, he really doesn't. I would say Bloodhound and Crypto dominates in terms of giving your players information. In this patch, we're mostly buffing Bloodhound as they needed to help the most. Dude, freaking Pathfinder needs a buff, man, with his grapple. Crypto's changes are a mixed bag, as we also found one bug we had to fix that was giving Crypto a hidden advantage. Sometimes when you thought you were hitting the drone, you weren't really hitting the drone. Yeah, for sure. I've experienced that. I'm like, why isn't this thing not dead yet? Oh, I'm getting like the damage input on it. Between the buffs to Bloodhound's ult and the new utility Crypto gains on his drone, we hope to see a more diverse field of Recon legends. So basically, what I saw in the dev stream, before I actually get into this, is they didn't take away Pathfinder's passive. So now all 3 characters can do the survey beacons, except Pathfinder's passive now becomes, every time he does it, his total cooldown for the zipline gun gets reduced. So no longer is it going to be a Pathfinder only skill, and it just allows you to get more zip lines. If you do more recon beacons, you'll just be able to get your zip line that much quicker. So it's a nice little change where they took away his old passive and gave it to a recon class, but also still buffing him a little bit. So every time you do it, it reduces the zipline down 10 seconds. So literally, if you do all, up to 6 scans, you can go from 120 to a minute for a zipline. So 2 minutes to 1 minute. Bloodhound fulfills a very clear role in Apex Legends. They're the information gatherer and tracker, but currently their performance leaves a lot to be desired. Yeah, because he has a huge head. That's his main problem. His head's too big. You get lasered in the head, you're dead. It's so easy to hit. In this patch, we wanted to double down on the ultimate. So I saw this in the dev stream. It's insane. They made Bloodhound insane. So now when you pipe your ultimate, you can literally scan every 6 seconds. Every 6 seconds, you can constantly just keep scanning and getting the intel on where everybody is and tracking people. So not only that, is that going to be nasty for you chasing people down, it's going to be nasty. You're not going to be able to run from Bloodhound and hide. It's not going to happen. And not only that, you're giving it to... I don't even need these anymore. You're giving it to... that information to your team, too. So, like, Bloodhound's going to be so OP this season. Also, he, Beast of Hunt gains more duration when Bloodhound scores a knockdown. So, you're going to be able to be in your ultimate longer. So if you have your ultimate ready to take on a team, dude, he's going to be so nasty to play as. With that speed and then all the intel you're giving to your teammates. Eye of the Allfather. Beast of the Hunt duration extension from 5 to 15 based on remaining. Eye of the Allfather is down from 25 seconds to 6. That's crazy. Also, the total use time is cut in half. So it used to take 1.8 seconds to do the little clicky thing. Now it's only basically a second, a little less than a second. It's 9.9 seconds. So like you can literally scan way quicker too. So it allows you to scan and then shoot quicker, which is really amazing because a lot of times you get caught in that 2 seconds. You know, when you do a scan, they're right around the corner and they rush you, and then they get the first shots on you. A lot of times you're screwed when that happens. So that's good. Crypto's getting a huge buff, man. You can do a lot more with this drone. So you can now respawn people with this drone. You can also use the survey beacon with this drone. So you can stay safe and get a lot of intel and respawn your teammates without having to, you know, put yourself in danger. So it's going to be really key in ranked. That's going to be insane in ranked, especially like Crypto's so good at getting his teammates back. But if you want to skeeve, you know, being a Crypto is so good to skeeve while still getting your buddies back. And then you can put like a mobile respawn beacon down, but run, right? And then wait for people to clear out. You know, you don't have to be right there to revive them. So you can then run away, wait for that team to, you know, like, hey, where's the person trying to revive his teammate? He's not there. They give up, and then you can, you know, get your teammate back. And by that time, the other team's probably getting shot at anyways. So it's going to be a huge buff in rank for Crypto. His drone EMP will now slow teammates caught in the blast, even if they had no shields. This means that players who have used Revenant Death Totem will also be slowed. So that's a big one. That's good, because that drone EMP along with the rev buff was pretty annoying. His surveillance drone is buffed as well from 30 to 60 HP. So it's going to be harder to shoot, but its hitbox size is bigger. It's almost doubled from 16 cubic length to 24. So it's going to be easier to shoot, but a little bit more duration. Revenant Context. We're happy to see that dropping. I hope he gets a nerf. Dropping the range restriction on Death Totem brought a lot more Revenants into play, but when watching a particularly frustrating combo, yes, play on the pro level, involving a squad of Revenant, Wraith, and Crypto, where using the 3 ultimates together resulted in 2 back-to-back runs at the enemy team that they could do very little about. We attacked part of that in the Crypto EMP change, but here's the other part aimed at making this play less overwhelming. For 2 seconds after being recalled by the Death Totem, players cannot use Wraith's Dimensional Rift. That's it? That's his only... Bro. 2 seconds? 2 seconds. I guess that gives you... I think they... maybe that is a good nerf. Instead of nerfing the health that you come back with, because you come back with 50 health, maybe that is a good nerf, because you have a chance to heal. That'll allow people to get their heals off quicker. Have that little bit extra time to get their heals off. Octane, Stim can now use Stim while healing, but Stim will not remove the slow you incur from healing. What? What's the point? Am I the only one that thinks that sounds weird? Can now use Stim while healing. I thought we could always use Stim while healing, but Stim will not remove the slow you incur from healing. So what's the point of stimming? So that's a nerf. Why would you stim if you're not getting a speed boost? It makes no sense. So Octane got nerfed. Okay, that makes no sense. Loba. While Loba was initially very popular, she's been struggling. Hold on, I need some water here. Been struggling to keep up more recently. Man, these videos end up being so long, especially this one. It's my first time doing a read through on the patch notes. I think next time I'll read these and then just have like the bullet points of what's actually matters, because this is kind of getting a bit long here. But whatever, first time it is, whatever. Deal with it, Burchy fans. You know you just want to see my pretty face anyways, and hear my voice. Hear me do some voices, you know, Uncle Burchy talking. Yo, Cat, you're crazy, dude. You're knocking over my legends again. Alright, what we got here? Yo, hold on, I gotta turn this light out too, man. I can't see. Was it looking at my armpit? Oh, so much better. Okay. While Lobo is instantly... Bro, it's like I can't read anymore. I swear I'm smart. Loba was initially very popular. She's been struggling to keep up more recently, so we're tossing her a little buff. If you're curious why we've chosen to buff her ultimate rather than her tactical, are you serious, bro? We're seeing that she has decent combat success, but that teams with her on them don't win as much as, say, teams with Lifeline or Watson. Yeah, because she's useless other than flanking and getting high ground. And half the time you can't even get high ground because the map's all messed up. This suggests to us that her out-of-combat utility, that is to say, how she funnels loot to her team, isn't doing enough. Lowered cooldown from 3 minutes to 90 seconds. I like that buff because you can just get loot quicker, but that's not why teams are losing. It has nothing to do with it. She just doesn't have that. She doesn't have anything to benefit her team enough other than getting them loot. But like that doesn't help your team fight better. You're still gonna get destroyed. Well, what helped her is the nerf is to lower the cooldown of when she comes out of her bracelet, so you can shoot quicker. Because at the time and the current and make it launch quicker. Make it takes too long. Make her eat better. Make her more of a flank. Make her quicker. I don't know. I'm getting angry. Alright, these meta changes for the characters are kind of so far. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. Not too happy with these. I was hoping for a little bit more. Alright, Gibby. What is you get a buff? Defensive bombardment. Increased cooldown from 3 minutes. Damn, he got nerfed to 4.5 minutes. That is crazy. Damn, Gibby. Finally, Gibby got nerfed. Get out of here, Gibby. We'll see what that actually does, cause I mean, that really only affects teams that fight often. If like you're like super aggressive on a super aggressive team as Gibby, that's really. Otherwise, you're still gonna usually have your ultimate most. Three. If you last to the end, most matches about 20 minutes. You get in 3 or 4 fights, you're gonna probably have your ultimates though. But that's pretty big nerf. That's a whole extra minute and a half. It's gonna feel like he never has it. And then Bangalore's Rolling Thunder was at 4.5 minutes. I never even knew that. I could never even. That's crazy. So they basically flip flopped. She gets to use her. That made no sense. Why was Gibby's is way better? The only thing Bangalore's is good for was keeping teams off you if you needed a run. So Rolling Thunder decreased to 3 minutes. But what needs to be there is you don't slow your teammates down. That's the most annoying part. Because you can't use it aggressively. Like if you're pushing on somebody, right? So say you knock the first guy on the other team and the other two are starting to run. You can't throw down your Rolling Thunder and then chase after them because you're just going to slow yourself down and your teammates down. And you take damage. Alright, Watson, her pylon. Trophy system will now shoot down caustic barrels in flight if they would be landed inside the range. That's pretty good. I like that. That's dope. But no nerf to caustic, huh? Barely a nerf to Revenant. So it's a very similar legend meta. The only difference is Rampart's going to be a big player in ranked with her abilities. Huh, interesting. Not much changes, to be honest, for the legends. I mean, Bloodhound's a huge one. Crypto's nice. But other than that, these are kind of just weak nerfs and buffs. Alright, loot. Added extended mags for energy weapons, turret chargers, backup, dare, R99. Damage increased from 11 to 12. Increase magazine size at 32. Ammo reserve is 160 for being in the supplier drop. That's big. That's not. We'll have to see how that plays in game. That doesn't seem like it's too like a powerful supply drop weapon at all. What is the old mag was what 27? I guess you get 5 extra bullets and you're hitting for 12 now. But still, it shoots so fast that if you're missing shots, it ain't gonna be a big difference. We'll see. Yeah, actually, it was already tied with the Prowler's the highest time to kill. So that's going to make it a little bit shorter. So it's going to be, yeah, okay. Devotion, clip size reduced back to original values. It's now ground loop. Precision choke is now automatically on the triple take and the Peacekeeper. I like that. There's no more hop up. I hated seeing those hop ups, especially when it's only for one gun, since the Peacekeeper's been in the supply pool. I mean, in the care package. Fully kitted weapon swaps. What does that mean? Oh, this is the gold weapons? right? Fully kitted weapon swaps. Yeah. These are gold weapons, right? So the flatline, nice. Yeah, Spitfire, Hemlock. Okay, sweet. Yeah, nobody liked the Hemlock. Nobody really liked the Spitfire, DMR. Okay, yeah, especially the DMR. The Volt, nice. Flatline, nice. Triple take, I hope they don't have a thermal scope on that. Nobody wants it. I guess it's a pretty good long range. Mastiff, fully kitted Mastiff, that's dope. And Devotion, ooh, the Devotion with that turbocharger. That's going to be nasty. Sniper ammo, increased pickup. Okay, nice. I like that. Increased stack size, increased amount you get every time you pick one up. They reduced the energy ammo because there apparently is going to be more energy ammo on the map with all there's 4 energy guns. So it was so easy to get energy ammo before off the ground. People didn't carry it a lot, but usually had enough. So it should still be balanced. Weapon updates. Okay, here we go. See these changes. I'm gonna just sneak right through. Prowler. I gotta go to my Prowler because everybody wanted a nerf. Increase horizontal recoil in auto mode. So it's gonna be feeling a little bit more like the flatline. Slightly reduce vertical recoil in burst mode. Oh, tell me it ain't true. That's beautiful. Are you kidding me? I'm fine with the 9.9 gone. The horizontal recoil, big deal, man. It's still gonna be. You're just gonna up close. It ain't gonna have that much of an effect. This is kind of like a buff to the Prowler. Are you kidding me? Slightly reduced vertical recoil in burst mode, bro. You're gonna be able to land 5 headshots so much more easier now if you're aiming right here at the neck. Let's go, bro. That's a buff in my opinion. They didn't take the DPS away from it at all. Let's go. All right, let's go back up the top. Hemlock. Reduce vertical recoil in burst mode. Liking that. Slightly reducing recoil pattern on second and third shot, so first burst kicks less. Yeah. Burst mode time between bursts is reduced. Okay, so the Hemlock is got buffed. Cause yeah, that burst mode was pretty crappy. Single shot not bad. Burst mode needed some work. So Hemlock got a buff. I like it. Maybe they'll be a bigger player this season. Charge rifle will now use 2 ammo per slot. Increase mag size. So it's just using more ammo for the charge rifle. Okay. Triple take buff. Increase fire rate from 1.25. to 1.4. So the bigger the number, that's too quicker. Okay, whatever. Don't get too involved in the math, Burchy. Alright. Built the choke, hop up into the weapon by default. Yeah, we know that. Built Improve recoil controllability. Nice, okay. Not much, just shoots quicker. Except for magazine sizes. Who cares about the choke tag, honestly? It's a noob gun. Built the PK built. Yep, we know about the chokes in there by default. Spitfire, improved recoil controllability. Nice. So Rampart. That's for Rampart. Let's go. Spitfire, it looks like it's gonna be better this season. Havoc, updated Havoc with a new recoil pattern. Havoc might be back to its old ways. The Havoc's existing recoil pattern had a constant horizontal movement. This means it would either be too difficult to control if there was too much recoil, or far too easy to control if there was too little recoil. Updating to a new pattern which is more consistent in style with existing recoil patterns. Sounds like it's going to be a laser again. If it has a consistent pattern, it's probably, instead of straight up, it's probably going to be like how the 301. 301 has a slight to the right feel, I think it is, or to the left. I bet you the Havoc's very similar to that. I think Havoc's going to be powerful again. It's just not going to be the complete laser it used to be. Good, because the Havoc got nerfed too hard. Really only good up close. Alright, Mozambique. There we go, 3 to 4. Clip size, not bad. Let's go, P2020, dude. Okay. Damage increased from 13 to 15. Decreased hammer point damage multiplier. This will leave hammer point P2020 damage unchanged in most scenarios. Okay, that makes sense. Increased mag, so because they raised the base damage up. So increased mag size from 10 to 12. Okay, the smaller mags got buffed. All right, P20 Tony buff. I like it because that gun is so fun to use because there's no recoil. You can just click on people. So let's do some quick math here. 15. How many shots does that now take to kill somebody with a full shield? 200 divided by 15. It's 13 shots. So if you have the hammer point, all right, let's 100 divided by 15. So 7 shots to get to the hammer point now. And then the hammer point, so you basically need to kill somebody with like 10 shots. The P2020 might be a real, if you have the hammer point, it might be a really dangerous gun this season. You might not have to use it as like the swap weapon when somebody's low. You might just be able to just peg at people. And once they're low, they're screwed. Alright, quality of life. Alright, Sentinel only requires 1 shield cell to charge if the player has gold armor. Nice, I like that. Prowler. Oh, we did that. Alright. So not too much meta changes to the guns, but I like the changes. Quality of life, supply drop weapons are now heirloom tier to avoid confusion with fully kitted guns, which will remain gold. Okay. Made alterations to the rings for the end circles. Bug fixes Bangalore, fixing it. My bad, guys. The last time I do this type of video this way. I didn't realize it would take this long to read. Next time we'll just have the big ones and talk about it really quickly. I'll be a little bit more prepared, eh? Alright, not really much in the bugs. Fixes, so I'm not gonna read any of that. Alright guys, thank you for sticking around this long. If you have hit that sub button to become part of the Burchy squad. Bell notification, hit that too, so you can get updates when I drop videos, when I go live playing on the sub streams, or just chilling when I'm doing a normal stream. Come chill with your boy, try to get some dubs. And I made a Discord for you guys, so join that. It gets pretty entertaining in there for sure. We got a bunch of goofy guys and gals in our Discord. Gets pretty heated at times as well, as like today. And but overall, it's just fun in there. And yeah. Also, hit the like button if you enjoyed this video. I know wasn't the best version of a video I could have done. I'll be better for next time. And lastly, on my social media, hit me up. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm out. See you. I'm super excited for the season. It's like what? 7 hours away. So 1 a.m. I'm gonna update the game. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna be playing till like 8 a.m. in the morning. So come chill with your boy all night if you're gonna be up. So, alright, I'm excited. Let's go. Season 6, it's here. Let's get it. Adios, amigos. Bye.